Hello friends, today we are going to discuss the higher education system, and in this higher education system there is a topic called value education and environmental education. Of this topic, okay, we are discussing the value education in today's class. Okay, in today's class we are discussing the importance of value education and the different types of values and all these things we are discussing in today's class. So let us start our class. Value education, okay, it's a sense of humanism. We have a love for a thing, that is what we have called as value. Okay, value is something we have a sense of humanism, we have a feeling of same feeling, that is what we call as value education. And its importance is given by John Dewey. Heard about John Dewey. We know that he's a practical type of education. He is given importance by John Dewey. Action, by doing the things we are getting the information. That is his method of education. And he says that value education is very important in the education system. Then only we can have a good society for us. Okay, and there are different types of classifications of values is there. Biological means that desired is desirable. Biological means that is physical or biological. That is what we call as desired is desirable means what we need is a part of us. It's needed for us. That is what we call as biological. And institutional, what is institutional? It is related to that area, that is the working area, their importance of utility, that is the priority. Okay, then intrinsic is from inside. Okay, intrinsic it is from inside. That is idealism. Idealism, what is idealism? That is what is right, that is doing. That is what we call as idealism. These are the classification of values. Then there are four constitutional values are there. Okay, first one is democracy. Democracy, that is for the people, of the people, by the people. That is what we called the democracy. And there was socialism, equality for all kind of people, and no priority for the wealthy or poor, like that. No difference we have to find, equality and priority for each and every individual. Then secularism, there is no religious differences. Everyone is treated as equal. All religion has its own importance. That is what we call as secularism. And equality, feeling everyone alike. That is, these are the four constitutional values of our country. Next is universal values. There are some universal values UNESCO has put forwarded. First one is love. Okay, second is respect. Third is honesty. Honesty, you know what it is. Then cooperation, that is everyone has to work together. Happiness, bringing happiness. Then humility, that is feeling someone very humble and all. That is humility. Then peace, you know what it is. I know. Then responsibility, doing the duties and all. That is responsible. Then simplicity, tolerance. Okay. Then unity, freedom. These are the, from the word itself, the meaning is very clear. These are the 12 words, 12 ideas or values put forward by UNESCO for the universal values. Okay. Next is traditional Indian values. India has some values. So what are the Indian values? First one is truth. The second is beauty. Third is goodness and spirituality. That is very important in Indian context. Then simplicity, tolerance, having an intention, that is feeling and emotional attachment. Emotionally, we have a tolerance for each and every person. Then pursuit of truth, then non-violence. These are the traditional Indian values we have. Next is methods and techniques of value education. So why we are studying all this value education? We know that in education system we have to give values to the students, and only the society can brought up in a very good manner. So that is why we are giving importance to the value education. So what are the techniques or methods we can do to bring value education in the classrooms? Classroom learning activity method. What are the methods in which we can bring the value education inside the classroom? That is first one is listening. By listening from the teacher, the students are able to get the values. Okay. Then discussion, giving the group discussions and all, they are talking about values. Then narration by storytelling and all. Then direct presentation of something. Then sources, what are the different sources for that? Biographies, the biographies of a great persons. When they learn the biographies of great personalities, they be inspired and they get the idea of different kind of values in them. Okay. Then stories. Through the stories, we know that the small children are getting the different kind of values, morals on all these things. Then essays. Parables are the moral stories. Okay. Moral stories that contain some moral ideas. Then poems, then moral dilemmas, or then classroom incidents, anecdotes, or these are the method. Anecdotes, it is an incident which narrates. A incident is happening, and we can tell to the students about such incidents, so they will get an idea about it. So all these are the different sources by which they are listening, discussion, narration by this method. They will get the values directly. Okay. Next is practical activities method. So this previously we told about directly we are giving them. How we can give them practical way to get the values. That is suitable opportunities to practice and live. That is first one is school campus. In the school campus, when they mingle with a different kind of students, they will get different kinds of values from them. That is the one method. Next is community activities, making the students to get mingle with society, and they will get an idea about the different kinds of values. Then work experiences bringing them to do different kinds of work. Then yoga, that is mentally they are bringing to a good setup, that is yoga is doing. Then social evil campaigning. There are different kinds of evils existing in the society. There is inequality, caste system. Then we heard a lot of social taboos. So such things we can give campaigning to the students, so they will get an idea about it. Then co-curriculum. We know that curriculum as well as co-curriculum is the. So by doing the co-curricular activities, the students will get an idea. It's a practical method they are getting the values. Then socialized techniques. Socialized techniques means making the students to get mingled with the society and getting the values. Simplified social experiences. That is role play. By doing the role play model, etc. They are getting it. Then incidental learning method. Okay, incidental learning method means sudden, through some kind of incidents, they are getting some kind of values. Okay, experience of individual or group developing programs. When they are moving, when they are doing some kind of activities, they will go through some kind of process. From that, they will get some kind of values. SUPW, that is socially useful productive work. That is SUPW. Prayers, by doing the prayers, they are getting some kind of ideas. Then social services, NSS is the National Service Scheme is the, NCC is the National Cadet Corps is the. So different kind of social services are going in our schools as well as in colleges. So training for that, such training should be given to the students, so they will get an idea about different kinds of moral values, okay, inside the society. Then values and approaches. There are different approaches. 8 approaches are there. It is put forward by Douglas Supreka in 1976. Okay. First one is evocation approach. Evocation means is a spontaneous reaction. By seeing something, you are getting sudden reactions to such things. For example, by seeing the photos of a starving child or something, you feel, oh, I feel very pity for that child. So there is a feeling from your inner heart. Okay, that is known as spontaneous reaction. It is known as evocation approach. Understood? That is one method. Next is inculcation. Inculcation means you are making them to do it. Okay, if you are seeing some poor person, ask them to give some kind of food or something, or you want to give some money or something. So you are making them to reinforce. That is what I have given. They reinforce them to do some kind of activity, and they are getting some kind of values. That is inculcation. Act according to desired value. Then awareness. Identify the values. Awareness means making them to find the different peoples, and make them to understand what is happening to the right doing people, what is happening to the wrong doing people, what is the after effect, what will be happen. So you are getting an awareness to the people. So values is, we can give the awareness is another method. Next is moral reasons. Okay, moral reason, place them in experience, discussions. So they are getting an experience with the different kind of great personalities as well as their own students as well. They when they discuss with the things, they and different ideas will come out. So they get some kind of moral ideas. Okay. Then analyze questions and values. Give them a question or they give them an answer and making them to critically think about it, analyze about it, and they will come to a conclusion. So making them to think and do the things, make them to get a good values. Next is value clarification, rational and emotional. That is, we are giving them some kind of making them to think about a thing and to get a value. That is called value clarification. Okay, clarification, you know what is making it clear, is put forward by Rath and Simon has some kind of idea put forward by them also about this rational method. Okay, rational and emotional method. Then it is commitment, and commitment means inner related. If you have a commitment towards your parents, that is you must look after them. Okay, like that. Then you have respect to your elders. You are make them to inculcate some kind of values to them. That is called commitment. That is inner related values. Then union approach. That is, we must make them to understand that, make them, the students, to understand that union is the strength. Okay, not as separate. So if you are doing a work together, it is easy for you to do. So making all these approaches, it is good for a student to get all kind of values. It is put forward by Douglas Supreka. Okay, there are 8 kinds of approaches is put forward by him. Next is value inculcating method. Different methods are there to inculcate the values. First is telling, directly giving them about the value education. Next is inculcate, means without knowing you are making them to understand it. Then pursuit means you are making others to do it. Model is you are making, giving examples of some great personalities as models. Okay, they will follow them. The role play, some kind of stories or something you will role play like drama and or something. Simulation, doing as someone else. Okay, that is called simulation. Then problem solving, you are giving a problem to the students and asking problem in social problems. Okay, asking them to discuss about it. Then they get to solve it. Then they get in some kind of values. Okay, then discussion, discuss with the students. Their biographies, ask them to read great personalities' biographies or make them the part of the education system. Then moralizing means we are giving them the moral activities or making them to do some kind of moral acts. So they are getting the values. These are the different methods we can do to the students to get the value education. It's very important. Then only the society can be in a peaceful manner. So I think you get an idea about what is value education, what is its important in our curriculum. So it's a very great important part in the education system. So you get an idea about it, I think so. And in the next class, we will discuss about the other topic. Okay. Don't forget to subscribe this channel. Okay. We can meet in the next class. Good day for all of you. Thank you.